Okay, when you're doing the test, the first part of the test you will not be able to use a graphing calculator for. You will have to be able to graph it by pencil and paper. You may use a table if you want, but you may not use the calculator to make the table. So if all else fails and you don't remember how to do it, you can always fall back on making a table. And I would strongly suggest that you would make -3, 0, +3, or something of that sort, where you have at least one negative number, you have 0, and one positive number. And then you would substitute those in for x to figure out what y is. But we are actually past that point and should be able to graph things without having to make a table. I'm just saying if you forget, that's what you can fall back on. Alright, this is in the slope-intercept form. That means this is giving us two pieces of information. It gives us the slope and it gives us the y-intercept, the b value. And the b value is always written as a point, which is 0, -4. The m value, which here I'm going to put my negative in the numerator, so I have -7/3. This number is negative, therefore the rise will be to go down and the run will be go to the right. So I start at 0, -4. I go down 7, 1, 2, 3, oh, I'm off the graph. So instead of going down and right, I will do the opposite, which will be go up and left. Up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. If I do it again, 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, I'm off the graph. So I won't do it again, and I will just make a line with these 2 points. Alright, the next one is also in slope-intercept form. So here's my slope, here's my y-intercept. I'm going to start at the y-intercept, which is always 0, whatever number this is. And then my m here is 5. I need to make that as a fraction. That would be 5/1. So that means this is positive. It means I will go up 5 and right 1. But I need to play a place to start, and that's what this is. So I go to 0, 3. This tells me go up 5 and right 1. Up 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm off the graph. So instead of going up and right, I will go down and left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's all I have space for. Okay. Number 3. This is also in slope-intercept form. Here is my slope and here is my intercept. M is equal to 3/4. That means I will move up by 3 because it's positive, and I will move right by 4 because it's positive. And my value of b, there's nada here, so that means for it not to be written a number, the only number it could be is 0. Because if I have plus 0, I don't really have to write that down. So that means I'm starting at the point 0, 0. So I'm starting at the origin, and I go up 3 and right 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm off the space, so instead of going up and right, I can also go down 1, 2, 3 and left 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the next one is in the form x equals a, which hopefully you know is a vertical line. Okay, if it's in the form x equals a, it's a vertical line. If it's in the form y equals b, then it's a horizontal line. Okay, this is in the form x equals 2. It's a vertical line. So that means I'm going to be making a vertical line somewhere. And where do I make it? Where x is 2. So here's my values of x. There's my 2. It needs to be a vertical line. So it's a vertical line through 2. Next one. The next one is in what is called the standard form. The ax plus by equals c. Okay, the only thing we've learned two ways to do this. There's a third way that I've not shown you, so it will not be on the test yet. But I have shown you two ways. One, of course, you can make a table. All right, so you can make a table and make your coordinate pairs and plot that way. Or I can start with 2x minus 3y equals 9, and I can solve for y, thereby turning this into slope-intercept form. So I would subtract 2x. I'd get negative 3y equals negative 2x plus 9. Divide every term by negative 3. I emphasize that because people are forgetting to do that. Then I have negative 2 divided by negative 3. That's going to be a positive 2 divided by 3. X. Positive 9 divided by negative 3. Negative 3. So that means m is 2/3. Go up by 2 and right by 3, but I need a place to start. B is where I start, which is always the point 0, comma, whatever b was. So 0, comma, negative 3 is where I start, and this tells me go up 2 and right 3. Up 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or I could go down 2 and left by 3. Okay, the next one is in the form y equals 2. So if it is y equals b, this is going to be a horizontal line. All right, so I'm drawing a horizontal line, which is this kind, right? And where am I going to be drawing it? Well, wherever y is equal to 2. So here's my y-axis. Here's where y equals 2, and I'm drawing a horizontal line. Okay, this is in the form y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. In other words, this is in the point, because x1 comma y1 is my point. And then how I move around is according to the slope. Well, the slope is in front of the parentheses. So here, the slope is the coefficient of this group. It's negative 1/5. I like my negative sign in the numerator. Negative 1/5, that means I'm going to go down by 1 and right by 5. But I need a place to start. So that's where the x1, y1 comes in. So this is part of my formula. This y and this y, that's part of my formula. So I am basically going to eliminate those from my mind. And then I have this negative and this negative. I eliminate that. What do I have left over? I have left over a positive 4. y1 is positive 4. Okay, I've already taken care of the slope, and then now I need to do the same thing here. So there, x is in the formula, the x is right here. I eliminate that from in my mind. Then I run into a little trouble because this says minus x sub 1. This says plus 6. I need to eliminate from my mind this minus sign. So I have to rewrite this. How did this turn into a plus if this has a negative? Well, when you subtract a negative number, it becomes a plus. So now that I've rewritten this so it has a minus, I can ignore this and I can ignore this, and what I have left over is negative 6. So that means I'm going to start at negative 6 comma 4, negative 6 comma 4, and now I'm going to go down by 1 and right by 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, I fall off now. Fall off the graph. Okay. All right, we're doing it here again. This is in the form y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. I need to know what m is. I need to know where to start, my x1, y1. Okay, well m is right here. So that's going to be negative 3 over 7, which means I'm going to go down 3 and write by 7. But I need to have a place to start. So here's the formula, here's my problem. I eliminate the y's. Here's a minus, I eliminate the minus. y1 is 8. Okay, I already took care of the slope. Here's an x, here is an x. I eliminate those from my mind. Here's a minus, here's a plus. Uh-oh, I need to rewrite this as minus negative 2. So then now I can eliminate the minus signs from my mind, and what I have left over is x is negative 2. X sub 1 is negative 2. So I'm going to start at negative 2, comma 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this is telling me to go down by 3 and write by 7. Down 3, 1, 2, 3, and write by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clearly, if I go down 2 and write again, I'll run out of space. Okay? And then the last one is to sketch the x and y intercepts. The x-intercept is always on the x-axis. So this is positive 1. I go to the x-axis where it's positive 1 and I put a point. And then this is the y-intercept, which is equal to 4. So I go to my y-axis where y is equal to negative 4 and I put a point. Okay, and there are the ones that you need to be able to know how to do without a graphing calculator.